Hello, and thank you for taking the time to join this demo. Today, I will be showcasing the ease of use, practicality, and power of Boundless AI, the paradigm-shifting platform designed to transform how engineers handle software and infrastructure development. I will walk you through the full setup process and will then show how Boundless AI can automate and enhance your development process, saving time and resources while increasing efficiency. We will start by using another tool from Boundless Software, Switchblade, to deploy the Azure OpenAI deployment needed to use Boundless AI. As this isn't the focus of the demo, I won't explain too much about Switchblade, but I will simply add this YAML file defining how I want my OpenAI resources to be created within Azure and wait for their creation. Alright, now that the resources are finished creating, if we go here to the YAML file, go down to status, we need to collect all of the relevant information to populate the config file for Boundless AI to work. This is our configuration file for Boundless AI, and you can now see that we have populated the relevant fields with the information from our OpenAI deployment. At the top is the context needed for your project. To test the code generation, I here have a sample Node.js project that I have built using Boundless AI. Boundless AI creates the requirements for the project, design document, test plan, writes the code, as well as test cases, and also updates the code to make sure that the code passes those tests. It is capable of doing all parts of the development lifecycle, only needing to be moderated and amended. The purpose of Boundless AI is to turn every engineer into an engineering manager. You pair program with our platform instead of doing the entire thing from scratch and alone. I will be prompting Boundless AI to add a new endpoint to the API that has been created. It's important to note that you must have Redis running in order for Boundless AI to work. This is the existing calendly.js file that we plan to be amending. I have already written the prompt in the running terminal, as well as started the node server so that we can test this. If I open Postman, send a GET request to Calendly, you can see that the existing code already works, but we'd like to add an endpoint to get the user's event types. If we go back to Postman and send a request to /events, you can see that the endpoint doesn't exist. If we now run the prompt and go to the first file that will be modified, you can see that there's nothing in the requirements file pertaining to /events, but you will see that updated very shortly. You can see the events has been added to the requirements. If we now go to design, you will see a similar thing very shortly. Now the design document has been updated. You can see that the AI has encountered some type of error, but that's okay because we can just try our request again. You can see in the logs that now events has been added to Calendly.js. If we go to test plan, this should be the next thing to be updated. It is now updating the requirements file. You can see that test plan has now also been updated. Calendly tests should be the final thing to be updated. You can see the AI is constantly updating its tasks and making sure that all of the code is working properly. The test cases have now been written, but there are errors within calendly.js. After everything was written, I needed to make one manual amendment to the events endpoint, and now if I go to Postman and send the request, you'll see that you can now get my events. Thank you for watching this demo. You have now seen how a single developer can utilize a fleet of AI developers to streamline his development operations. We gave Boundless AI the URL to the documentation page of the API we needed for our project. It fetched that information, created requirements, designs, plans, code, working test, and expanded thoroughly on my existing product with a reduced workload on myself. Thank you for watching.